Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Welcome to the channel. My name is Steven, and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So,
because you know what today is? Today is Wednesday. So anything can happen today.
that's right, it's anything can happen day. And on this day, basically sit down at my computer, and anything that pops up into my head, that's what I will do. But a lot of things popped up into my head this Wednesday, and because I'm taking a hiatus away from K-pop, now I'm back to like doing it as anything that pops up into my head, that's what I do. Now, I originally was going to go one way, but I was like, you know what? Save that for Throwback Thursday. Now, even though this could be considered throwback, I wanted to do these particular songs. And maybe that's what I might do, is maybe I might separate them into white throwback and black throwback. And the reason why is that I'm a military brat. And so a lot of the music that I listened to when I was growing up, to me, had no category. But when I look back at it as an adult now, you know, there was white music and there was black music. And as we drove all over this great country of ours, most of it was in the 70s. It was disco and white music. Disco, except for the Bee Gees, I would consider mostly black music. But it was separated like that, and you know, I'll leave it at that. And so there's so many different memories with each type of song. So the ones that I'm doing right now are 70s songs, and the first one is Gordon Lightfoot, and it's a 1974 song called Sundown. Now, I did see a lot about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, where everybody was doing the Wreck of the Edmonds Fitzgerald, which is an awesome song, and it's a historical lesson to boot. But it's a little depressing for how I feel right now. I feel bluesy, but not that kind of bluesy. So I figured I'd do Sundown. Sundown is just one of those songs that takes me away. I like to harmonize with it and all those other kind of things, and it's just got this groove. Like if I did partake in the devil's lettuce or left-handed cigarettes, this would definitely be a groovy song to play. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, if you like videos like this and others on my channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado, here is Gordon Lightfoot and Sundown.
And here we go.
I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care. If I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. just a mistake. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again. See her looking fast in her faded jeans. She's a hard-loving woman, got me feeling mean. Sometimes I think it's a shame when I get feeling better when I'm feeling no pain. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sometimes I think it's a sin when I feel like I'm winning when I'm losing again.
Alright, so had to let that fade out because it was playing a little bit longer in the left side of the headphones. Which, you know, here's the thing. I listened to this song, and as much as this is a 70s song, it almost sounds like a 60s song, a late 60s song, like Flower Power and all that other kind of good stuff that was going along. Because, you know, it just had that laid back feeling. And you know, with each decade some of it carries over, and I guess that this would be one, like from the late 60s that carried over into the early 70s, not quite mid 70s, 1974. So that's cool. You know, there are a lot of things about the 70s and hearing this song. This song would have come out again in 74, and I'm trying to remember. I know I was in California, but this will let me know something seriously if I can ever get my computer to work with me here. Okay, makes perfect sense. So, another reason why this song is near and dear to my heart, and the year of 1974, is that this is the same year that Young Frankenstein came out. And the summer of 1974, I saw Young Frankenstein 10 times. Because it was one of those movies you could send me off to. And 1974, I would have been 5 years old. It was one of those movies you could send, you know, a 5-year-old off to, and they could stay at the movie theater basically all day long. And everything about this movie was going straight over my head. You know, there would be funny parts, you know, putting on the rings, you know, all that other good stuff. And I remember, like, the extra time that I went to go see the movie was because I was trying to follow my older brother over to the youth rec center, and I was on my bike, and there was like this big giant field, and I've gone to look at this field since in Google View and things like that. It's like, yep, that's exactly where that happened. And I was riding my bicycle, and I fell off my bicycle, and I skinned off the nail of my pinky finger, and it was just hanging there, you know, off of like a tendon, or I don't know, it was just hanging off of it. and I ended up having to go to the hospital, and they, just completely tore it off. And wait a minute, I don't think it was my middle finger. I don't think it was my pinky finger. I feel like it was another finger. But they took it off, wrapped it up, and I asked my mom if I could go to the movies to go see the movie one more time. And there were two girls that used to babysit in our neighborhood. I believe their names were Carrie and Dina. They were nieces of Joe Namath, I believe, and they took me to go see Young Frankenstein that particular time frame, and I think sometimes they might babysit me, or that's how I got to meet Joe Namath. See that whole story that I told you? There's a lot in that story. There's Young Frankenstein, there's Joe Namath, there's Gordon Lightfoot, there's, my finger. There's all these things into one story, and I got plenty of stories. So if you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.